Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood, and today we'll be learning a bit about one of my all-time favorite classic TV shows, Columbo. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell truth from fiction. Consider this. They say the iconic rumpled raincoat worn by Peter Falk as Lieutenant Columbo was actually his own personal raincoat, not a costume provided by the studio. What do you think? Did Peter Falk actually bring his own clothing to wardrobe? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Our word for today is eponymous. Eponymous, spelled E-P-O-N-Y-M-O-U-S, refers to something that is named after a particular person or thing. In the case of Columbo, the show is eponymous because it is named directly after the main character, Lieutenant Frank Columbo. Yes, Frank was his first name, although rarely said throughout the series. The word eponymous is often used in literature and film to describe titles that derive their name from a central figure or theme. The word eponymous traces back to ancient Greece. It combines epi, E-P-I, meaning upon, and anima, meaning name. So literally, it means to put a name upon. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about Columbo. Number 1, the show's signature inverted detective story format was a deliberate choice that set it apart from other mysteries of the time. Unlike most detective shows where the audience slowly uncovers the killer's identity alongside the detective, Columbo began by showing the crime and the perpetrator right at the start of each episode. This unique approach meant that the suspense wasn't about who done it, but rather how will he catch them. It allowed viewers to focus on Columbo's brilliant deductive reasoning and subtle psychological tactics as he slowly but surely cornered the often arrogant murderers. This revolutionized the detective genre on television, allowing the audience to be privy to all the information from the outset. It put the emphasis on the intellectual duel between Columbo and criminal, showcasing the meticulous process of investigation rather than relying on a surprise reveal. Number 2, Peter Falk received multiple Emmy Awards for his portrayal as Lieutenant Columbo, making him one of the most decorated actors in television history for a single role. Falk's nuanced and iconic performance as the seemingly bumbling but ultimately brilliant detective earned him 4 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. These wins spanned across the show's original run in the 1970s, a testament to his consistent excellence and the character's profound impact on audiences and critics alike. The numerous awards he received were a clear recognition of the depth and originality he brought to a character that could have easily become a silly caricature. Beyond those Emmys, though, Falk's portrayal of Columbo is also honored in an unexpected location, Budapest, Hungary, where a life-size bronze statue of Lieutenant Columbo stands on Falk Miksa Street. The statue was unveiled in 2014, and it features Columbo in his signature rumpled raincoat, a cigar in hand, and even includes a bronze statue of his beloved basset hound. While Peter Falk did have Hungarian Jewish ancestry on his mother's side, the primary reason for the statue's creation is a widely speculated, although unproven, connection to the 19th century Hungarian politician and journalist Miksa Falk, after whom the street was named. Although, if we're being honest, it seems more likely just a testament to Columbo's enduring popularity in Hungary, where he became an unlikely but beloved cultural icon, particularly during the communist era, where Western pop culture was kind of limited, but a lot of people gravitated towards the everyman hero detective who consistently outsmarted the arrogant elites around him. Number 3. Columbo was part of the NBC Mystery Movie Wheel series, which rotated different detective shows in a primetime slot. This innovative programming strategy involved 3 distinct mystery series: Columbo, Macmillan and Wife, and McCloud, each airing in rotation on a Saturday night slot. The NBC Mystery Movie format allowed the network to showcase a variety of detective styles and characters, keeping the programming fresh and engaging for viewers who enjoyed the mystery genre. It was a novel approach to television scheduling that was quite successful during its run. The rotating schedule meant that audiences eagerly anticipated which of their favorite detectives would be featured each week, creating a sense of variety and event television. This format also allowed each show, including Columbo, to produce fewer, longer episodes, often resembling mini-movies rather than traditional weekly series. This allowed for more intricate plots and character development, contributing to the high quality that Columbo became known for. Number 4. Columbo's famous catchphrase, "just one more thing," originated as a practical way to pad out scripts, but became a brilliant psychological weapon. Initially, the writers would add just one more thing when a scene was running too short and they needed to fill time. But this seemingly innocuous phrase quickly became a cornerstone of Columbo's investigative technique and character. This irregular questioning kept the villains off balance, preventing them from fully relaxing or preparing their next move. Just one more thing perfectly highlighted Columbo's shambolic, unassuming persona, leading the wealthy elite suspects to consistently underestimate him. This dynamic was a core element to the show's appeal, as viewers delight in seeing the villain's hubris on full display, unaware that Columbo's one more thing is actually the underestimated detective meticulously setting a trap. It created a unique sort of twist on the old cat and mouse game, where the seemingly vulnerable mouse was in fact toying with the arrogant cat, making the final reveal even more satisfying for the audience. And our 5th and final fun fact for today: many famous actors and actresses appeared as guest stars and murderers on Columbo, some of them before they became household names. The show was renowned for attracting an impressive roster of guest stars, often playing the sophisticated and arrogant murderers that Columbo would ultimately outwit. These included legends like Leonard Nimoy, Johnny Cash, Leslie Nielsen, William Shatner, and even a young Jamie Lee Curtis in one of her early television roles. The opportunity to play against Peter Falk's iconic character was a draw for many performers, and these appearances often allowed them to showcase a different side of their acting abilities. The quality of guest performances was a significant factor in Columbo's appeal, as the episodes often felt like miniature theatrical productions with a strong ensemble cast. Now for some news you can use. One of Columbo's most effective tools wasn't his badge, but his seemingly innocent questions. He excels at asking just one more thing, not to gather information, but to expose inconsistencies and challenge assumptions. You can adopt a similar approach to sharpen your own reasoning. When faced with a problem or a new piece of information, don't just accept it at face value. Ask probing questions. Why is this the case? What evidence supports this claim? What if I look at this from a different angle? This habit of critical questioning helps you dig deeper, uncover hidden details, and avoid jumping to conclusions. Columbo often allowed his suspects to talk themselves into a corner by letting them elaborate and asking follow-up questions that reveal flaws in their story. By practicing this method of gentle but persistent inquiry in your own thinking, you can strengthen your analytical skills and gain a clearer understanding of situations, just like the brilliant detective. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked if Lieutenant Columbo's signature rumpled raincoat was not provided by the studio, but Peter Falk, the actor himself. Well, that's a fact. Peter Falk indeed wore his own personal raincoat as Columbo. When the show was being developed, Falk insisted on wearing his own well-worn, rumpled trench coat to help define the character's unpretentious and down-to-earth persona. The producers initially wanted to provide a more traditional, tailored costume, but Falk's insistence on using his own beloved, slightly disheveled coat proved to be a stroke of genius. This personal touch contributed immensely to Columbo's iconic look and helped establish him as an unconventional detective who cared little for appearances. The coat, much like the old beat-up car, became a symbol of his character and the seemingly absent-minded demeanor, perfectly complementing his cunning intellect and making him instantly recognizable to audiences worldwide. It was a subtle but incredibly effective choice that deepened the authenticity of the character. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about Columbo with me today. Be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.